Welcome to the second round of International Le Mans Cup, this time in United States, Petit Lemans, Road Atlanta circuit, 29 cars, and we're gonna see the best shots of the race. We are watching now the formation lap with the Peugeots in the front, two Audis second row, and the Aston Martins on the third row. Now we are watching the start of the race. Stefan Sarrazin, Peugeot number 2, taking the lead, followed by Davidson, Peugeot number 1, and then the Audis. Stefan Sarrazin leading, Peugeot number 2, Anthony Davidson, Peugeot number 1, Alan McNeice, Audi number 7, Marcel Fassler, Audi number 9, and then Harold Primat in the Aston Martin 007, and then me in 6th position in the Aston Martin 009, followed by the very fast Lolas. Now we are watching shots from ILMC10 field. The leader now is Dyson in the Dyson Lola Coupe, followed by the Radical, Libra Racing Radical, and then the favorite in this category, the number 9, David Brabham in the HPD Acura, trying to overtake the Radical, but he's not able to do it this time. And Jacques Nicolette in the Oak Racing Pescarolo LMP2. Now watching the GT2 field, the BMW leading the race, Bill Oberlen in the BMW 92, followed by the Flying Lizards Porsche, and then the Extreme Ferraris. Now watching Jimmy Bruni in the Risi Competizioni, David Murray in the 4GT, Mr. Sellers, Brian Sellers in the Falcon Porsche, and then we see the other BMW, Jimmy Mello in the Risi Competizione Ferrari, and we are watching now the Rocket Sport Jaguars, Mark Goossens, and now another 4GT, Andrea Robertson, the other Jaguar, Tommy Drissi. And now we are watching the last cars in the field, Oliver Gavin in the GT2 Corvette and Antonio Garcia, the last one, starting the race in the Corvette number 3. So in the first laps of the race, 7th position, but thanks to the traffic, I managed to overtake the other competitors, now taking 6th position to the Intersport Racing Lola Turbo. I'm here overtaking my colleague in Aston Martin, and now taking 5th position. I have to say that's thanks to the traffic, because traffic were slowing down the very fast LMP1. Here taking the 3rd position, overtaking the 2 Audis, and now overtaking the Peugeot number 1 driven by Anthony Davidson, so I'm taking the 2nd position. So very happy in this part of the race, but pity, but I didn't finish in 2nd position, neither in 1st position. And here taking the lead, overtaking Stefan Sarrazin. Thanks to the GT2 traffic, I'm taking 1st position for the first stint until the pit stop. We're watching my first pit stop in the Aston Martin prototype. Big problems with the fuel consumption of the Aston Martin V12. Well, this car, this engine is hungry of fuel, and in a long race like this of 10 hours, almost 400 laps, but that's very important. Now, watching the first retirement of the race, Chris Dyson in the Dyson Lola Coupe, spinning here, and he's unable to leave the gravel trap. So it was the first retirement of the race, out of the race for him, Chris Dyson, in lap 43. Well, a pity, because he was a big contender to the HPD Acura driven by David Brabham, but well, out of the race at lap 43. We're watching the second retirement, Guy Cosmo in the Extreme Ferrari. We are now watching another problem of the GT2 leader, the BMW number 92. Wow. That's a huge accident. He was hit by the Dyson Lola, and he had to leave the race lap 135. So now we got a new leader in GT2, the other BMW number 90, I guess, driven by Joe Hunt. And now we are watching another retirement, the 4GT driven by David Murray, out of fuel at some meters of the pit stop. That's very hard, but well, sometimes it happens. Now Tom Racing, the Rocket Sports Jaguar, unable to rejoin the race. He's trapped by the Dyson Lola Coupe, so he was unable to rejoin the track, so he had to say goodbye to the race. We are now watching another retirement in GT2 field, a lot of cars out of the race in GT2. Wow, that's very spectacular. He was Seth Neyman in the Flying Lizards Porsche, out of the race in lap 192. We are now watching from other views. Jimmy Mello in the Risi Competizione Ferrari, being hit by another car, and he had to retire from the race in lap 194. And now we are now watching the other Flying Lizards out of fuel in the safety car period. Patrick Long, another retirement in this Petit Lemans 2010. And now watching the retirement of the Libra Racing Radical, out of fuel, same as Patrick Long in the safety car period. So only 3 cars left in LMP2 field, and with a traffic jam right there. Joe Hunt, the leader in GT2 in the BMW, being hit by a Peugeot and out of the race. The 2 BMWs out of the race because of some accidents. LMP1 field very aggressive with GT2, and we have 6-7 retirements of GT2 cars mainly, and 2 LMP2 cars. So well, quite hard race. And now watching the race with 200 laps more or less at the middle of the race. The Peugeot leading, Alan McNeese second, and surprisingly the Lola AER Turbos third and fourth position. Very good results for them in this race, very consistent and very fast. So For me, driving the Aston Martin, it was not possible to overtake them. So, well, Harold Primat 8th position and me 7th position at the middle of the race. And now watching the leader in LMP2, David Raban, with the HPD Acura, with a very powerful engine, 535 bhp. So the HPD engine very powerful. Now watching the new leader in GT2 after the retirement of the BMWs, the Flying Lizards, Jimmy Bruni in the Risi Competizione. And now the night comes in Road Atlanta in Petit Lemans. We are now watching some shots from the inside of the car I was driving, the Aston Martin 009. We are now watching some views of the last hour of the race at night time. Well, the lights, front lights on, and the numbers as well. Now watching the winner in Petit Le Mans 2010, the Peugeot number 1 driven by Anthony Davidson, and the leader in LMP2 field, David Raban in the HPD Acura. There were, I think, 45 minutes left to finish the race, and now watching the final lap. Winner Anthony Davidson at last, 394 laps in the Peugeot number 1, winner of Petit Le Mans 2010, incredibly fast. Second for the Audi, Alan McNeese, taking a bunch of points, very valuable for the International Le Mans Cup. And surprisingly, third position for Chris McMurray in the Autocon Motorsports Lola AER Turbo. Fourth, first car, same car, same engine, Chris McMurray. Fifth, Michael Fassler in the Audi number 9, and sixth, Stefan Sorasan in the Peugeot number 2. So the Lola Turbos third and fourth, in front of the huge power diesels, the Audi and the Peugeot. And my result, 7th with the Aston Martin in the Petit Le Mans 2010. Not a very good result, but I couldn't do anything else. So we have the 4 diesel LMP1, and then the performance of the Lolas were surprisingly good and fast. So 7th at last. The winner in LMP2 category, David Raban in the HPD Acura, very fast. Second, Klaus Graf in the Porsche Spider number 6, Team Cito Sport. Quite fast as well, but not enough to overtake David Raban. And then third position, the Oak Racing Pescarolo LMP2, taking a bunch of points for the Le Mans Cup, and with the last round in Zhuhai in China. And then we are watching the winner in GT2, surprisingly Brian Sellers in the Falken Tire Porsche, winning the GT2 category. Second, Jimmy Bruni in the Risi Competizione Ferrari, car number 62. And third, surprisingly, Oliver Gavin in the Corvette number 4. So that's all for Petit Le Mans.